From our last check-in on the conference, we've dipped a little bit. We're now number 5 and we're 4 games out of being tied for first place. But let's take a deeper look into the conference and let's start with our would-be first-round matchup, the Memphis Grizzlies. They're who we think they are. It's Marc Gasol on the left block and it's Zach Randolph on the right one. And of course, they're one of the toughest defensive teams in the league. And Mike Conley may be the most well-rounded point guard that we have in the NBA. However, if they have weaknesses, Randolph doesn't do a good job against stretch fours, and we could attack that with Mike Scott. And Jeff Green's three-point shooting, it's at 29% this year. Without him, their only real knockdown shooters are Conley and Courtney Lee. I mean, Tony Allen is a fine defensive player, but since he can't shoot, you're left with maybe Vince Carter? Yeah, good luck relying on that one. Now let's look at the 1-seed Golden State Warriors. They got a bit of injury issues. Okay, that's an understatement. They lost Klay Thompson for the season. Sheesh. And for what it's worth, Harrison Barnes is going to be out for about 1 to 2 months as well, but you want to know Klay Thompson's fill-in? Justin Holiday. I mean, I wish the kid well, but there's no way this team isn't going to take a dip. Now, of course, Steph Curry, you got to imagine the dude is going to ball out, but he's going to have to go to some extreme levels to keep this team to where they are in the conference. I wouldn't be surprised if they still make the playoffs because strong defensive team, Andre Iguodala can play the wings, of course they have Steph, and Draymond Green is great. But, losing Klay Thompson, that's just, you can't recover from that. Now the Trailblazers are actually tied for the 1 seed, but they're going to be without Aldridge for about a month and a half, and Joel Freeland's going to be playing power forward. Not exactly ideal, but they are a tight-knit group, and they've got some great two-way players with Nicholas Batum and Wesley Matthews. You put Damian Lillard in the middle of all that, and I think they'll be able to maintain until LaMarcus Aldridge comes back. Now as far as the 3-seed San Antonio Spurs, they're still the Spurs. They're moving the ball. Everybody's touching it. Kawhi Leonard's the best defender in the league, and his offense has progressed pretty well. And of course, Tim Duncan can still score on any given possession, so they're going to be a tough out no matter where they are in the standings. Now for OKC behind us at 6, Durant's going to be out for a little bit, but once he's back, I mean, as it says, Russell Westbrook is one of a kind, and with him and Durant next to each other, that would be a headache for anybody. For the Clippers at number 7, there hasn't been any significant injuries. It's just Chris Paul and Blake Griffin have been carrying the team, but they haven't been able to get over the hump. They've made some moves, though. They got rid of Spencer Hawes' shooting, and they acquired Brandon Wright for a more conventional center. And then GM Doc stuck up with his game plan of getting guys who are way too old by getting Rasul Butler, and he traded his son. That's just comedy, in my opinion. Now for Houston at number 8, Dwight Howard's out for a while. Terrence Jones is out, so James Harden's going to have to do some real carrying, and they're already the 8th seed, so they're not in a good spot. So as you can see, the Western Conference is no joke, and this is where we are at the moment. Be some gameplay returning soon.